hour. So for this to work, every time I hit this symbol up here, you guys should all yell, "Boo!" nice and loud, like the real pilgrims did. So let's practice. Ready? Boo! Perfect. Real gold. 13 pounds of 23 karat gold is what it takes.
What I do know is I'm so happy that you guys are here. Thank you for coming. And this is actually me from the mess that has become my life these past 24 hours. I just flew in on a red eye this morning to San Francisco this past weekend with San Francisco Game Trying. I was performing this all over the lot. It was interesting.
I'm incredibly flattered to be with students. Being in Mensa has grown to be so. Being in Mensa has become such a big part of my life. I have given a lot to the group. I've come to the last 13 AGs. I've come to the last 13, and I host a lot of games and game playing. I lead activities, and coming to the AG is the highlight of my year. It is the favorite thing I do, which maybe doesn't say much for my social life, but it is the favorite thing I do every year. So it means that much to me. The other thing I want to say, what it means to me is that this is symbiotic. I have given Mensa so much by leading a lot of activities and things here, but in return, it's nice that at some level they acknowledge me with this, even though it's not a tribute award, it's a talent, sexy ladies kind of thing.
The pageant had just seen an opera by Wagner called Knowing Grit. Anywhere has ever seen my act, they always come away with
human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
where he couldn't talk and this and that. Through the marathon. Dick was not an athlete, certainly not a marathon runner. So
do 2 cents then. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions?
and he communicates to his father he wants to participate in the marathon.
The board of directors had a huge turnover this year. Of the 21 members of the board, only 10 were on the board a year ago.
In fact, you can get it both ways. You can get it paper and you can get it electronic. So however you want your bulletin, I want you to have it that way. Both the benefit and savings.
For the appointed officer is valuable.
Also, each person as you approach the microphone, please state your name.
And then we picked up a ton of media coverage.
So he goes, okay, fine. And he begins training for one of the most elite events in the country, the Boston Marathon, right? No, because it's such an elite event and you're supposed to qualify for Boston by running a different marathon. I thought that story was going to get us through this red light. It has not. So now we're just going to sit here in awkward silence.
The mission of Mensa International is the thing that drives all national Mensas all the way from top to bottom. The important thing to understand, I think, is that it's the national Mensas that can do all of it, but everybody can work on some part of it in some way. So if you, in your area, like to do a lot of parties, there's room for that. But if you like a lot of intellectual stimulation, there's a place for that too. And if you're interested in fostering intelligence, there are ways to work with that as well. There is something in the mission for everybody, and it's a matter of finding what you like and finding other people who like it and working together.
And that can be one of the reasons why it's difficult for highly gifted people to work in groups with people of different level of intelligence, because they're constantly having to monitor, oh yeah, I have to make sure to take turns, I have to make sure to listen to other people's dumb ideas, I have to pretend like I'm really taking their idea seriously before I reject it, even though, and I have to let them finish their sentence, although I can already tell where it's going and it's going nowhere good, right? So
if you look at the language in the Constitution of Mensa, it's nuanced and it's more embracing. It doesn't say Mensa doesn't hold any opinions. It's much more complex than that. Actually, well, there is room. Like if a group wanted to do a white paper on this topic, you can do that. It's possible to do stuff like that. But if people have this idea in their heads, yeah, they're not going to get anywhere. So you have to work to change people's minds and help them understand that it's more complicated than you realize.
Much of what's said at Mensa, in at least 10 hours of things I've been at, was really great stuff. I just came one on a corporation is an individual, and it was just really brilliant stuff. And you can go read books and so on, you will see some of that stuff. So real time at the AG and perhaps the DRGs is generated this stuff. I believe it should be captured out. And my bottom line is that what's happened here has just unfortunately been lost. I would get some stenographer or somebody or record it and just get so much of the stuff that's said during a meeting captured.
This type of thing, catching up with old friends, meeting new friends, talking to people, loving it.
And I always tell people who don't know about Mensa, this is how I describe it. I say, people think that Mensans sit around all the time and talk about, I don't know, quantum theory or high-level physics or mathematics. And if you want to have that conversation, you certainly can. But I have had the best inane, silly conversations of my entire life with other Mensans, and I treasure them.
Nice. Hi, Mensa friends.
Hi, Mensa friends. Yeah, it's totally cool. No problem. That's what Danny does. So I'm Stephanie. I'm the membership officer for American Mensa. I love Mensa. I have the best friends in my life at Mensa, and I love playing board games, and you can't find better gamers than at a Mensa convention.
I really like the smart people. It's crazy living in a small community at college and then leaving and being surrounded by people who are not smart. And so coming to something like this, it's really great to experience people who are actually intelligent, who can like kind of keep up with me, which sounds pretentious, but it's true.
I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a bunch of people who are on the same level as you. I mean, like, if you're just in a regular environment, a bunch of the people are just not, like, can't keep up with stuff. It's just annoying. But here, it's much better.
And I'm sure that you're hearing this from a lot of people, but it's totally about the people. Mensa becomes a family for many of us. I have my other family and I have my Mensa family, and I know that I can depend on my Mensa family for anything I need. I know that I can have great times with them. I know that that we will support each other, and it's just wonderful.
On a good day, you meet interesting people. On a bad day, you meet people you wish you hadn't met.
I think if you complain, you should volunteer. If you can't make a difference, then shut up.
Sometimes there's lots of older people who kind of narrow-minded or like kind of grumpy.
Yeah, a bunch of some of the older people who I feel like they're secluded and like
but it's like the mark of intelligent, like a bunch of like these weird older people who are just kind of like their own thing, which is fine.
Yeah, but like
the one thing I guess I don't like as much, I can say it, I feel like not enough people stand up and volunteer. It ends up being a small group that has to shoulder all of the work. So if we can get more people involved, would be great.
And there aren't a lot of things about Mensa as a whole I don't like, but I would say that occasionally I get a little frustrated with the national leadership and governance of Mensa. Like many leadership people, they get a little ingrained in the way it used to be and not as quick to move forward to the way it's changing. The world is always changing, and Mensa has to change with it, but it's a minor thing.
You never heard from Mensa friends. I mean, Karine just told me they're 1,800. I said, yes, this is news to me. We've heard, where is France? Où est la France? France, get with it!
Well, I've never really thought about it before, but I think it'd be great to travel abroad and meet other Mensas all over the world. That'd be really cool.
Oh, Mensa France? Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure it'd be pretty cool. I mean, yeah, like, I'm not sure how strong your groups are in other countries, but I'm sure like if you want to, it'd be pretty nice.
Thank you. There, I'm afraid I don't have an opinion. I've never traveled outside North America, and I don't have an opinion.
I'm thrilled that somebody from Mensa France is here at our event, well, this year. I've never been to a Mensa France event. I have been to Mensa events in a couple of other countries, but I love coming over to France when I get the opportunity. So next time I'm there, I'm going to come find you guys.
Thank you. I have been over to France a couple of times, but well, yeah, fromage. Parlez-vous français? I've heard those words before, and I think I know what they mean. But no, I don't speak French.
And I'll admit, I don't know a lot about Mensa France, but your representative, Karine, is awesome, so I imagine Mensa France is amazing too. Cool.
Stephanie, I would have said it the exact same way.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm sure it is incredible. You have the insight to interview me about this. So I'm deeply, deeply flattered about the whole thing. I would like to go there someday and to work on my French and to see it and to participate. That would be wonderful. And I'm just glad you guys are there too.